everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We're going to give a copy or two of the book away, Sip the Garden. It is amazing. Two things that I love about it, right out of the gate. First of all, I'm a visual person, and what TK has done is there are pictures that are just amazing in here. So when you're looking at, well, what is it? What is the recipe? What am I going to make? Wow, there's an example of what it looks at. The other thing, too, in the book is that you can visit lifestyle120 .com and but you can go to the book and there's a surprise offer and there's a little barcode, a little scanner code, and I just scanned it and I'm going to get my bonus from it. So TK, what's the best way for people to get a copy of the book and find out more about you?
Yes, absolutely. Well, if they want to find out more about me and find out more about the book, they can go to my website, lifestyle120.com. They'll see the picture of the book there. They can click there and find out more about the book and just sort of peruse my entire website and find out more about me. Now, and also the book, of course, is sold on Amazon.com. Now, you were talking about the barcode. It's
Yeah.
in kind of like towards the second half of the book here.
Yeah.
If they purchase the book, that'll be great. And then there's this barcode that you scan, and you'll get a complimentary drink offer right there. So,
I love it.
yes, yes,
Well, all right. So here we are. We're looking at this. And then, part of what you do is you're also a coach.
yes.
And we should tell people a little bit about that because, I know for me that I've always been able to accelerate any kind of change when
hmm
I've worked with other people. How is it that you work with folks? What can you help folks with? Because this is really just a burgeoning field right now.
Yes, it is, and I love to work with individuals and groups. I work with individuals who are serious about making those sustainable lifestyle changes through healthy lifestyle choices. And again, you can find out more information about that on my website. It'll tell you about specific clients and the type of people that I work with. Like I said, individual groups, and as well as in addition, I also put on healthy living workshops,
Yes.
and would be happy um, to tailor something to your needs, to your company needs. Um, and additionally, I have you can the listeners rather could also subscribe to my mailings. I
Yeah.
have a monthly newsletter. Well, it's actually a quarterly newsletter now, and also weekly blogs that are health oriented, give you some tips on how to live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. I
So
can't
those.
wait to talk
Mhm.
about these because I have actually a little favorite I wanted to tell you about.
Oh, okay.
And I just want to say to everybody, what we're talking about here is, of course, the book is Sip the Garden, but the work that TK does is transformative. I'd love to give a copy of the book away right now. 1-800-930-2819. 1-800-930-2819. Let's go to the first caller and we will make it happen. Okay, so tell us about, I love this, some of the recipes.
Yes, some of the recipes. Well, there are specific core recipes. One is the AM blend and one is the PM blend. Let's talk about the AM blend first.
Yeah.
Now, um, if you set aside preparation time once a week, you can whip up these blends in less than 10 minutes. The morning blends contain fruits. Fruits digest quickly, and the reason why I recommend fruit in the morning is because our stomach will be empty, and the fruit can do its job to help with elimination. In other words, this is the time when it doesn't have to compete with those heavy foods like meat, potatoes, pasta, that will take a little bit longer to digest. Now, my favorite, of course, all of the recipes are favorites, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. But one of my favorites is Very Berry. And it's a gorgeous drink. The ingredients are water. Water is the feature of all the drinks in Sip the Garden. So there's water, there's blueberries, there's blackberries, there's pear, chia seeds, clove, and agave, which could be optional. So Very Berry is so yummy. Now, in this blend, you're getting 1.5 to 2 servings of the FDA recommended servings of fruit. And the chia seeds, they are powerful. Chia seeds add a potent punch of protein and healthy fats. Additionally, you have clove, which is the highest antioxidant value of all the spices. And the berries have powerful antioxidant properties in themselves
Yeah.
that support your immune system and protect your cells from damage. So there are some wonderful benefits from this particular blend. But besides all the fabulous benefits from all the ingredients, it tastes delightful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the ultimate test, right?
Yes.
It's got to taste good. Um, and besides tasting good, if that's not enough, it's visually appealing and the aroma is absolutely phenomenal. Um, but I'll tell you, if you, it may be hard to bring yourself to drink very berry because it's so pretty, you're going to want to look at it for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, I think they're all kind of pretty.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking at here, and I'm thinking, but what I'm fascinated by is like some of these, for example, I think that okay, I would love to have this one here, but I don't think I want to have it, with anything else. And
Hmm.
maybe I should have it during the day or maybe before I work out. But I'll tell you, there's a couple in here that the blends are just amazing. I want to
Hmm.
talk about one in particular. I was looking at the vanilla cream
Okay.
and I was looking at it and I looked at the ingredients and
Hmm.
I thought, my gosh, I'm so grateful that coconut oil and MCT, those oils are
Hmm.
now back in our diet.
Yes.
We
Yes.
just have cut them out. We don't put them, you can even have this special coffee blend with this coconut oil. But
Hmm.
I would love for you to talk about that because this particular recipe includes a couple of my favorites, right?
Hmm.
Coconut and pine nuts, and then vanilla. Tell us a
Yes.
little bit about this. I mean, this sounds so delicious and it's all natural.
Yes, all natural. Well, the vanilla cream is in the section of the book that's called Milk Blends.
Yeah.
And just a little bit about that. Now, the
Yeah.
milk blends are another scrumptious and healthy way to stay hydrated throughout the day. But the twist is on the spelling. It's MYLK, which separates these recipes as plant-based blends made from nuts
Exactly.
and seeds. So I just want everybody to know, okay, it's not MILK, just a little
Right.
twist on the spelling to separate it. So since many people can't tolerate cow's milk, this is a luscious, creamy alternative, and the milk blends are a cinch to prepare. I mean, when you're done, you can pour it in a glass, you can pour it on your whole grain cereal, or pour it in a recipe. So, and then Sip the Garden provides a guide on soaking the nuts and seeds to make them easier to digest. So
Yeah.
yes, this one that you picked, Pat, vanilla cream is one of my favorites as well, and you're getting the healthy fats in there. But it's amazing because it's so easy to make, and then it tastes so rich and delicious. You're going to say, "Wow, I don't miss that cow's milk at all."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a luscious drink.
Oh, it's
Very,
yummy. But
yeah.
what I'm really struck by is the variation. And I really want to talk about this with you so the
Mm-hmm.
listeners get a sense of the book.
Yes.
If when I go through the book, there are certain things that I'm drawn to. I'm drawn to color, I'm drawn to texture, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm also drawn to nutrition. And by the way, the first book is gone. Let's give another one away. 1-800-930-2819. And I was struck by a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's not just about, well, this is the kind of drink that you have. It's not that this is a really heavy smoothie thing.
Yeah.
Some of these in here are just incredible. But I was also struck by the citrus, frozen citrus recipes, the
Oh,
citrus
yes.
iced ice.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Right. I mean, I wanted to provide families with a variety of ways to get water, interesting ways to get water, and interesting ways to stay hydrated, interesting ways to get your fruits and vegetables, all through these fabulous blends. And I don't really call them smoothies, although I guess the first two sections could be with your AM and PM
Exactly.
drinks. They could be considered
They're
smoothies, but
drinks.
yeah, but they're drinks. But basically, smoothie is a relatively new term. I mean, I've been blending for like 20 something years.
No
So that's
kidding.
the term that I was holding close to heart when I prepared the book. But yeah, there are so many. I mean, yeah, the ice dice, those are fun. You can just put those in, um, add those really to whatever punch you're making at your party, and just fascinate people with those particular ice cubes, because
Yeah.
they're quite healthy. Right,
I'm
right.
putting them in my water. What I've
Yes,
discovered about
putting
them.
them in your water.
Right,
Right.
but here's the cool thing is, I make a big batch of water.
Mm-hmm.
And, so when I'm making my big batch of water, when you put these cubes in, one of the things I loved about what you're doing in the book is when I look at the ice and I put them, let's say I'm having company over and I want to have like, purified water and I've got the water going in there, or even if it's sparkling water, when you put these ice cubes in,
Yes.
people think they have died and gone to heaven.
Yes.
They're looking at these and they're saying, "Oh my gosh, how long did that take you to do?"
Yes.
And
Right.
then the flavor is just crazy good.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, they're brilliant, TK, brilliant.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the ice cubes are a lot of fun, and really, it's a conversation starter as well. Like you said, that they were like, "Oh my gosh, what is in there? That looks really neat." And they're very, very easy to make. All you need is your ice tray and some. Uh, if you're using the one that's in the book, you have your citrus hull,
Oh,
and then you can put some basil in there, whatever herb you like.
yeah.
Just a little bit of water. Throw those in the freezer, let them freeze up, and then drop those in. Like I said, you could even have a punch bowl of water and have these ice cubes in there. Very visually appealing and very tasty.
Well, let's take a short break, everyone. When we come back, got one word for you. Well, actually, three words by TK.
Oh,
Hydration made easy.
yeah.
Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back. Hydrate, 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 make it fun and delicious. Stay tuned. We'll be coming back with some teas and much more.